The Sioux tribe has a saying, Mni Wicani, water is life, water is sacred. So today when I was asked, what should be the primary infrastructure focuses for the Trump administration? Roads, water, or bridges? I have to answer with water. Our infrastructure is comprised of basic physical and organizational structures and facilities needed for the operation of a society. For example, roads, bridges, and energy. The current state of United States infrastructure is very poor. The U.S. Infrastructure Report Card gave the U.S. a D+ when it comes to infrastructure, and a D+ when it comes to our water management. Today, we will look at 3 reasons why the Trump administration should prioritize water as their primary focus in their infrastructure plan. We will first look at Trump's current plan for the U.S.'s infrastructure. We will then look at how water is vital to human life. And then thirdly, we will look at how the current water system we have is in very poor condition. First, we will start with Trump's current plan. His biggest promise is to help with the roads, bridges, and airports. He rarely ever mentions water. He aims to spend $500 billion to $1 trillion on transportation. But for water, he only plans to eliminate the $500 million program that funds water treatment in rural areas that helps improve their water quality and sewer systems. He has received a lot of backlash on this plan. It has been very controversial because water is very important to human life. He has even been told that he will just create more Flint water crises as what happened in Flint, Michigan, according to an article published on CNN on March 16, 2017. Due to Trump's current plan, we don't see much improvement in our water system. Yet our water system is so important. So therefore, the Trump administration needs to look at our current infrastructure and at our water, and he needs to prioritize water above our roads and bridges. Now we will look at how water is vital to life, especially human life. Humans, our bodies are 60% water. That's more than half. Without water, we would die in 3 days. That's how important water is. And without clean water, we are at the risk of many waterborne diseases such as cholera, guinea worm disease, typhoid, and dysentery. There are many people around the world who suffer from these diseases, and the mortality rate is very high. If we don't work on our water systems and improve them, then we will experience many of these diseases in our future due to the untreated water, which has many bacteria. Untreated water has also caused 1.8 million deaths every year just from giving people the disease diarrhea, according to Live Science in an article published on November 30th, 2014. Not only can we get diseases from poor water conditions, but we are also at the risk of toxic metal exposure. We can get many diseases from toxic metal exposure, and many children can get learning defects from this. Heavy metal poison is one of the many toxic metal exposure diseases that we can get, according to the National Organization of Rare Diseases in an article published on February 2nd, 2016. As you can see, the consequences of having a poor water system are really, really bad. We cannot let this happen, and the Trump administration needs to see this in order to take water seriously so that we can get rid of many of these problems that bad water systems are causing. Now we will look at the current water condition in the United States, which is very poor. As I stated before, the United States Infrastructure Report Card for 2017 states that the United States water system only gets a D+. That is below average. There are many examples of when our water system caused many horrible problems, such as the recent Flint water crisis, when that had to do with the Flint River in Detroit, Michigan in 2014. Due to insufficient treatment of the water which is supplied to the people of Flint, 100,000 people were exposed to high levels of lead. This caused many toxic metal exposure diseases and many other diseases. And we need to make sure that we stop these from happening. So we need the Trump administration to prioritize water above all else in their infrastructure plan. Today we looked at Donald Trump's current infrastructure plan, how water is vital to human life, and how our current water system is very poor. Now going back to the quote I stated in the beginning, water is life, water is sacred. And so therefore, the Trump administration's primary infrastructure focus should be our water. Thank you.